like a Hellcat.
Here you can see the all-round view of the gun. It has great solid build quality with no rattling or loose parts. Here's the bottom view and the side view. There's a dust cover to prevent the dust from getting into the filling hole, and the pressure gauge at the front. The trigger is very sensitive and the gun has no recoil whatsoever. The gun also comes with a rubber buttstock that sits very comfortably against your shoulder. It also has an 11mm dovetail rail to mount scopes on, and even with the hole for the arrestor pin of some scope mounts. And it has a manual safety as well. The filling probe was also provided with the gun, with the 5x8 inch male threading that you can fit on your PCP pump. You should use some Teflon tape to screw it in to prevent leakage. The gun gets pumped up to 200 bars of pressure, which equals 3000 psi. Right now it's at around 150, so we will pump it up using a PCP hand pump. Lay down the gun, making sure that the side with the cocking lever is up in the air. Then you turn the dust string to reveal the filling hole. Then you take your fill adapter, make sure it's clean, and slowly, without pressure, you fit it inside the filling hole. You can wobble it around a bit to make sure it fits, and then with the click it should fit in. After it's properly fitted in, you can begin pumping with long even strokes after closing the bleed valve. Filling up the gun only takes about 5 minutes, which is perfect because after 5 minutes you should give the pump a break to prevent heating up. After the gun is completely filled, before removing the fill probe, you bleed the air using the bleed valve behind the pump. Once all the air is escaped, you can slowly remove the fill probe and put the dust cover back. I will now attach a scope with standard 11mm rail mounts. It's as simple as putting it on after loosening the screws and then tightening the screws afterwards. Make sure the screws are tightened evenly. First tighten them lightly and then tighten them properly afterwards. For shooting, I'm going to be using these RWS Superfield 8.4 grain pellets. The link for these pellets will be down below in the description. I bought them from airgunindia.com. So to fill the mag, you take the mag, you rotate it to the first hole, hold it at an angle and drop the pellet inside. Sometimes the pellets fall through, and this is one big minus point, but as long as you hold it at an angle and carefully drop them in, there should be no problem. Once the magazine is fully filled, you can take the gun, pull back the cocking lever completely. This is the fully open position, but you have to, in order to put the magazine in, you have to pull it further back so that that little pin goes back in. Otherwise the magazine will not fit in properly. So you pull it back more, then you slide in the magazine with the transparent side facing you, and then you slowly cock the gun. It is now ready to fire, so you put on the safety by pressing it on the left side. In order to fire the gun, you press the safety from the right side to make it unsafe, then you take your aim and fire. I am at about 20 yards away from my target. Sighted it. Recock, slowly push it back, ready to fire. Recock the gun slowly so you can make sure that the pellet is properly seated inside the barrel. It's worth noting that the gun is pretty loud.
It's fine. Loud. Good shot?
No, same hole as before the bad shot. Same hole as before. They're all quick fired shots. Here's another 5 shots on the left target, but with more time taken per shot. And here I tried shooting at 3 coins from the same distance of about 20 yards. Overall, the gun is absolutely amazing, and I'm very pleased with its performance. The build quality is excellent and it shoots very precisely. The only negative thing I noticed was the magazine's loading issues with some pellets, as they slip out sometimes. But all in all, I can only recommend this product. All links to all the stuff used in this video will be down below in the description. Congratulations to Precihole India for creating the first Indian PCP.